Hey guys, Darkclaw. Well, I just saw the Lego Movie, and like the song says, everything is awesome. So first off, update. Today when I saw the Lego Movie, after I saw it, I got Rapunzel and Ralph for Disney Infinity. I'm gonna do videos on them soon. By the way, I love Rapunzel. Comment the game, so yeah. But as we talk about, since the wallpaper right there, we're gonna talk about the Lego Movie. I'm gonna spoil everything, so if you haven't seen the movie, get out of here. If you have, stay here. So, I have to say this. This is my favorite animated film ever. That is not Disney. Frozen was my favorite. Frozen is my favorite Disney film. Toy Story 3 is my favorite Pixar film. The Lego Movie is my favorite animated film ever, which I put like any other besides Disney and Pixar. Yes, I find better to tell the DreamWorks movies. This movie... Okay, well, first off, I've been a Lego fan since I was 6. Like, just take a look. Just take a look at the shelf over there. Like, I have a bunch of Legos, Lego Marbles, I have some Galaxy Squad up there you can see, and I have a bin full of Legos. Bin full of Legos in one of my drawers. In this movie, I was looking forward to seeing it. And there's also the director. It's the same director that made Collide the Chance of Meatballs, which I didn't like. Didn't like at all. So, I was kind of worried that this is going to be might have some meh jokes. But, I give it a chance, and it's my favorite film, not of the year, but my favorite anime film of all time. Because, hold on, you guys just want to do something for a second? Sorry about that. So I give it a chance, and it's my favorite anime film ever. And there's good reason, actually, because, for one, it's very funny. A plot twist which really shocked me, and I like, unlike Cosby and the villain, which, you know, I got over now, but so. And excellent moral for any Lego fan, or just people who like Legos in general. So yeah, shit, I'm gonna spoil, so, yeah. I'm gonna spoil this movie rotten, so, if you haven't watched it, get out of here. So yeah, so the plot. The movie begins in Vitruvius, which is the domain of Morgan Freeman's character. You can see right here, they're holding the green lollipop. Played by Morgan Freeman. Trying to protect this thing called the Krago. Then, our main villain, Lord Business, played by Will Ferrell, appeared and stole the Crackle and made Vitruvius blind. So yeah. So, 8.5 years later, and really, they said 8.5 years later, we introduce our main character, Emmett, your ordinary guy which no one cares about. Yeah. No one thinks he's special, no one thinks he's... no one cares about him, which you really feel bad for Emmett because you just want to be a normal guy. So, after their construction, he met our second main character, Wild Style, or her real name, Lucy, which we won't find out until the end, around the second act of the movie. Actually, no, around the beginning of the third act, sort of. Yeah, around the beginning of the third act. So, of course, Emmett, see pretty girl, good. He's like, Then he fell into the hole. Which had this hilarious moment. And here's the thing. This movie is freaking funny. I was worried because a lot of humor and Calling the Chance of Evils I did not like. This one I love. Because the humor so works. It's so funny and like... It's like... I really like... I like laugh so out loud. Like, of course I was in a movie theater. I didn't laugh. Like, and all the audience laughed also. So yeah. So, he went at the bottom and found the the special red piece. I forgot the name of it. It's not the Krago. I think. No, it's not because because what it is the cap of the Krago. Because it turns out the Krago is a piece of glue, crazy glue actually. So he found the swords to close it. Though I'm not sure how it got stuck on his back, but so he gets first taken by the police and we introduced to William Neeson's character, good cop slash bad cop. Bad cop is of course a bad cop who doesn't play by the rules. And good cop's, like a regular good guy actually. One of the nicest guys actually. So it turns out Emmett is now the special who is destined to save us from evil Lord's business. So Wallace saves him. They had this awesome chase scene, and then we found out that Wallace found out that Emmett's not really the special. He's not even a master builder. He's brain dead pretty much. So they went to Old West Town and meet Revilius again, and they went to the scenes and they read Emmett's minds and find out his master building is a double-decker couch. Which is actually a pretty good idea. I actually didn't want one. Make that happen, people. So after that, we got another big chase scene, and then Batman appears. Yeah, Batman, played by Will Arnett, I think, which also, I think he played him in Under the Red Hood. I'm not, if you guys know, put in the comments below. So yeah, so after Batman saves him, who turns out to be Wildstar's boyfriend. Yep, they go to the Knight's realm, sort of. Well, okay, they went to the Knight's realm to go up to the sky, to this cloud, and went to Cloud Cuckoo Land, where there's no rules. I'm not kidding. And there's my favorite character in the movie, Unikitty. Oh, they're good. You have to watch the movie why she's my favorite character. It's the first like mixture of a cat and a unicorn, and it's freaking adorable. She's freaking adorable and pretty hilarious also. So they went to the dog, where all pretty much the shrine where you can meet all sorts of cameos. We got Superman, Wonder Woman, Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja one, Lloyd from Ninjagos, Abraham Lincoln, Gandalf, Shaft. Not right, Shaft. They meet Shaft. No, yes, yeah, Shaft. Green Lantern, which I'm still waiting for that minifigure with Lego. So yeah, and first Emmett did this kind of failed speech of saying, like, I am special, and you should believe in me. Actually, you should not. Well, that's not what he said, but look at the trailer, it has a speech in there. So yeah, everybody's like, oh my god, I don't want to get this guy to lead me because he's so dumb. And one of the characters is Michael Beard, who's like this guy, like this pirate that lost his body, so he became this gigantic Michael Bay robot. So yeah, they first leave, and then Lord Business Cops first took over, actually no, not take over, destroy Cloud Cuckoo Land, and pretty much, first the gang had a great little sub, and tried to go escape, and then the sub broke, but thankfully, thanks to Emmett's imagination, aka the double-decker couch, the double-decker couch, they were saved, and then Melbeer saved them, and Emmett finally got a plan. They're gonna build one of the Octane, the company of Lord Business in charge of, it's gotta, infiltrate them. But they're missing a power generator, and two, Millennium Falcon appears. I'm not kidding. And so Batman steals her arc little generator, and it's a funny scene coming up. I'm not gonna spoil. I didn't spoil her, but I'm not gonna spoil everything. Well, besides, so they went infiltrate this onto the Lord Business building, which is totally not the evil base. And below the building is this void that we don't know where it goes. So the plan sort of works, and but they got all caught. So all the master builders got kidnapped, which even though the master builders pretty much the master builders are they can make anything. So what it is, so they're about to die because electric bolts gotta zap them, and Okay, so actually, I mentioned this Lord Business Plan. Actually, I forgot. Lord Business Plan is to glue everything together, like make them statues, and you don't want to know why he does it. The plot twist happens. So Emmett sacrifices himself, quote unquote, and falls into the void, and then the real life. I'm not kidding. We see the whole movie was it's sort of like Toy Story. The whole Emmett goes to the real world, and it's just a kid's imagination. Like the kid is making the movie itself, but in his head, like it's like Toy Story. Like he plays the figure, which is a growing plot twist. Then we see it was like this huge Lego city. Then his father, played by Will Ferrell, comes in and say, "No, don't touch those. Don't play with them." And the plot twist was excellent. Here's why I love it. The main message of this movie is for people, just use your imagination. Don't be those people to just say, don't touch those. Like, just be those guys who just, who don't want to have fun. That was the far represents. The reason why Lord Business wanted to glue everybody, because Lord Business is in the kid's imagination is his father as a major villain, because his father doesn't want to have fun. He wants to glue everything together so no one can touch them. And that plot is brilliant. I love that plot twist, because unlike plot twists like Hans being the villain, which I don't love because it came out of nowhere, this, you might say, oh, they didn't mention this, but you might say, oh, they don't mention this, it came out of nowhere. Here's the thing, Lord Business is the father, Emmett is the son. Emmett, who wants to embrace imagination and have fun with the Legos. And same with the son, and that's what the son is. Lord Business / the father wants to keep everything still. They want everything perfect. They don't want imagination. That is perfect. And then the climax happens, where the father was super gluing everything into the kid Emmett, who for some reason moved. I'm not sure how that happened. And instruct the father. The kid grabs the cap and Emmett, put him back in his imagination, and Emmett defends the city by blocking all the robots, saving everybody. And then Lord Business and Emmett met, which is appears the same thing in the real world. The son and the father talk, and the son, as Emmett, make this big speech to everybody has an imagination. Which I love, because that's the whole point of Lego. That's excellent. I have seen no movie that has this wonderful moral. To have fun. That's the whole point of Legos. If that ending touches to my heart, because I am a creator. I love to draw. I like building things. I love sculpting clay. That's why I love games like Disney Infinity or Minecraft. That's what the movie is subject. Don't just go by the book. Don't just be those boring people. Don't be those negative people who don't want the fun. Have fun. Use your imagination. Build whatever you want. Which I love. That is a perfect moral to a Lego movie. Because that's the whole point of Lego. Do whatever you want. Yes, there are sets that you can build. But you don't have to build a set. You can just make your own thing. Which I really love. That's perfect. I kept them, keep my sets assembled. But that's the thing is, I keep them assembled because I like to display them. But I have fun with them, so. And that's what it is. That's the whole goal of the movie. To have fun. So the son gives this message about the father, and then the father understands. And it's reflected to Lord Business and Emmett, because Emmett is the son, and Lord Business is the father. Which I love. And then Emmett, the kid, gives this big speech of, "You have fun. We have fun. Everybody has imagination. Look at all these people who made these wonderful wonderful masterpieces. Especially if you go to any Lego con. Look at those sets that people make. They didn't superglue anything. They didn't just get a set and assemble it. They use their imagination. They use their brains. They use their creativity, which I love. Because Lego, you can do anything with. You can make a cat like with all the like Lego pieces. You can make anything. You can make a castle. You can make a jet. You can make a playset. You can make a robot. You can make a dragon. You can make anything, which I love. That moral touches my heart because that's me. I just love the end. The father, he sees the kid's eyes and he looks at all of what he did. He saw what all the things he built and he was like, "You made this?" Which I love. And embrace creativity, fun, all of that, which I love. So, the father, more business, stops being the villain, and pretty much it's like, everybody have fun, do whatever you want. And I love the bit because the father said, you know, since the son is playing with him, they're bringing his little sister. Well, you know what it means? Duplo, which I love. This movie has a brilliant plot, and a brilliant moral, and a brilliant plot twist. I did not see that coming, and I love. And makes perfect sense. If you're gonna make a plot twist, make it work. Make it like make little tiny hints, like because unlike Hans being the villain that came out of nowhere because they're not established yet. You see, at least established because you know they don't explain it. You sort of explain because there's real world objects, and again, Lord represents the father. A little bit over dramatic, but you know, kid's imagination, and Hammond represents the kid, which I really like. And it really has that plot sounds like a Toy Story plot. It's like, did they get guys that did Toy Story 3 and wrote this? Like, wow. The plot is so, I just love this plot. I love it. And not only that, but they also help with the fun-loving characters. Emmett is a fun character to explore with. He's a guy who he might be just an ordinary guy, but he's a fun-loving guy. He's not that special, but he can't even build. He can't even build something special. But still, like, he goes by the book. Actually, no. He replaces, like, he thinks of this wonderful plan. And, like, you have to see the movie yourself to like see this. And you know, Wild Style is a fun-loving character. Also, you see how cool she is. Batman's freaking hilarious in this film. Like, I never seen any version of Batman like this, and I love it. You know, Virtuous Sally dies, but returns in this funny ghost way because all he did is they just wrap a ghost body on top of Virtuous, put his headband, and just dangle him on a string. It's like, ooh, man. It's really freaking hilarious. I love it. And you know, but you think, besides the moral and stuff, I think one thing I love about the movie the most, the animation. You might think it's stop motion. It's not. It's computer generated. And you barely can tell it's computer animated. It looks, the animators make sure it looks like a stop motion film, which I love. You can see all the plastic detail on the characters. They move like actual Lego people, which I love. And every special effect is Legoized, which I love. Even the sky is Lego, I think. Which I love. This looks so good because it's CGI making it look like it's stop motion, and they did it. They fooled me. They make it look like a stop motion film. I thought it was a stop motion film, but it's not. It's CGI, fully computer animated. But the animators did a wonderful job in making it look like actual Lego people, like Toy Story. Yes, they're toys, but you can still tell they're CGI characters. This movie, they look like actual Lego minifigures. Like they have, you look closely though, they have the shine that all Lego minifigures have. They have the plastic ridges on that Batman's helmet, Emmett's hair. They have a seam line on it you see in the trailer. You see the helmets, the space guy's helmet crack. You see Revelia's staff is a candy pop. And it looks like a real candy pop. I love that. Overall, this movie is wonderful. And this is the movie looking forward to. And I think the wait is over. I think after seeing a horrible movie like Nut Jobs or Cloudy 2, Planes, this is. I know it's February. It's the beginning of the year, but this is probably the best movie of the year. Disney has to bring it up to for Big Hero 6, which is a Marvel animated film, which I'm really excited about. But then after seeing a movie like this, wow, you really need to see it. Go see it now. It's a wonderful movie. Kids gotta love it. Adults gotta like it. But I think the people that gotta like it more, it's new and old Lego fans like me. This movie pretty much says, embrace your creativity. Embrace it. Don't copy off the instruction book or copies drawings. Make your own thing. Use your imagination. Even if you think it's the worst thing ever, some people might like it. Overall, the Lego Movie, it's a fantastic movie. Great animation, a wonderful plot, a greatest Marvel ever, and one of the most best plot twists ever. And the animation is probably the greatest animation I've seen, trying to be CGI through stop motion. Like, I've seen movies that try to make things look like either 2D animated film or try to make a stop motion film and totally fail. I love Tangled, but it doesn't look like a 2D animated film. It looks 3D, with even the character designs that look like classic characters. It still looks like a 3D film. This film, let's go see it. I love this movie. Best movie. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. Can't wait to get the video game, which videos I saw look really good. And the sets, boy, I want to get them. This movie, this is a movie is a movie I've been looking forward to. You might say, well, like, I love Frozen, I love Tangled, I love Wreck-It Ralph, I love Toy Story, but I put those in a different set because Disney is a different. It's like Disney's big. You have to say Disney's like huge. You had to put that in their best. But this is about, while Frozen, my favorite Disney film, Toy Story 3 is my favorite Pixar film, this is my favorite animated film ever. I find better some DreamWorks movies, I find better than Blue Sky movies, I find even better than Studio Ghibli movies. Yes, I find this movie better than, say, Spirited Away. I have no complaints. With this film. I might have one complaint with Frozen, and that's one sort of small gripe. This movie's perfect to me. I love this movie. But I find nothing wrong with the film. So, even though we might start off the year with a horrible film like Nut Job, with this film like this, I am really looking forward to 2014. Let's hope more anime films will be cool like this. Hope How to Train Your Dragon 2, Big Hero 6, Troll Boxes, The Book of Life, Home, I think that's gonna suck anyways. This film is just wonderful. Love it. So, this is Darkclaw 4, signing out. And go see this movie right now. Actually, why am I saying that? Why am I saying that if I told people who... Wow, I just... Okay, let me rephrase that. Well, I guess those are people who don't want to be, who just want to be spoiled, but so get this movie. I'm definitely getting the Blu-ray release. I'm definitely getting the video game. I'm definitely getting the Lego sets. This movie, I just love it. Oh yeah, and that song, Everything is Awesome, it's the most catchiest song ever. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool. La, la, la. So yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed the film like I did. Hope you love it. Hope you think it's good. Oh, yeah. Did I mention it got 97% on Rotten Tomatoes? That's higher than most Disney films. Whew. I heard there's going to be a sequel in the works. I'm not sure about the sequel. Like, the thing is... Actually, I'm going to talk about that now. They're making a sequel right now. They're working on it right now. I love to see these cast of characters again. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it. I'm not sure, like, how can you make a sequel like this? Because how can you make a sequel like this, especially with the whole "it's the kid's imagination" plot? You might say, well, like, could they do a Toy Story thing, like the kid grows up and he wants to get rid of his Legos? I guess, but personally, I'm not sure how they're gonna do a sequel to this. They want to keep on like do that, you know. Again, I'm not sure how they're gonna make a sequel for this. I'd like to say a TV series. So yeah, I know there's a Ninjago movie coming up, but I doubt it's gonna be good as this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all Ninjago fans, but I find this better plot anyways than any Lego game. And by the way, Bionicles make a cameo. That is awesome. You can see the virtual Bionicle sets make a cameo in the film. That is awesome. It's Resident Hero Factory cameo, but so I'm really shocked. There's no. I know there's Ninjago Lloyd appeared, but no Chima. I know there's doing like no Marvel characters because Warner Brothers. But still, go see this film right now. I'm Darkclaw 4, signing out. And you definitely will see me review more films this year. Whether it be as good as this, I don't know. You guys have to wait. But the next movie I will probably see the next is probably the RoboCop film. I'm curious about that film. So that's probably my next review. Yep. Expect me. I'm gonna see a lot more films this year. So expect me to see a lot of movie reviews this year. And they're gonna be like this. I'm sorry there's no video clips, but I'm afraid to get copyright strikes. So yeah. So yep. If you guys wonder about the next video, I think I want to talk about Sonic Boom next. That's the one thing I'm going to talk about. So, this is Darkclaw 4, signing out.